We found it.
Isn't that Kenny's car?
The craziest car collection we've ever seen.
Damon and I've seen a lot of car collections. We've never seen anything like this. Not even close.
Most successful Ferrari Formula 1 chassis in the world.
Welcome to Germany.
All right, Patrick, where'd you take us now?
So we're at the National Auto Museum. It's closed today, but we organized for you a private tour.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
That's a huge gate.
Hey, David.
Toby, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Patrick.
Patrick?
English.
This is the ultimate man cave. This is all owned by one individual?
Yes. 160 cars. We have 160 theme for the special exhibition, which changes every year. This year is rally.
So the guy starts making money, does really well, starts collecting cars, and goes, I'm just really rich, so I want to put all my cars on display. How does that process happen from like that to now?
Well, he started collecting cars in the 1980s, so over 40 years right now.
Wow.
He started collecting mainly Mercedes and Porsche in the beginning. Then he sold nearly everything and started again with pre-war cars, Formula 1 cars, racing cars.
F1 cars.
F1 cars. We have F1 cars as well.
Is there any tax benefits to doing that?
Yes. So we have foundation, obviously.
Oh, you have a foundation.
Yeah.
All right, it all makes sense now. It's pretty neat because if you come here, which you should, come to see this beautiful building in the Museum of the Cars, it is literally in the tiniest of tiny German towns.
Dietzeltal-Eversbach. So that's
Bottom. I barely speak English. I told you.
Come on.
Say it again.
Try Dietzeltal-Eversbach.
Dietzeltal-Eversbach.
I think you nailed it that time.
It's not so bad. You nailed it.
Okay, what's this thing?
That's a rally raid car. That's actually a Mini, which is not so mini anymore.
It's a mini?
That's a Mini?
And that's a Mini, yeah.
How the fuck is that a Mini?
That's a Mini.
I think they missed the idea of what Mini stood for in the beginning. It's all Kevlar carbon.
This would be so much fun, dude. Just to be a jerk.
I'd want to drive it on the street.
You can drive it on the streets.
Road legal.
Yeah, it has a German number plate on it.
Man.
It's a little itty-bitty one.
We drove it on the road. No problem.
And that cop was worried about that little scratch on my tire. We'll play that clip another time. But moving on, what was the purpose of what we're standing on? So was this made or was this already
This is made up. This is made up. Before it was a public museum. We had pre-war cars lined up here, so that
pre-war cars. We should walk around because this is, we just got in here, guys, but I'm already seeing, by the way, on the next floor, from back here, there are some crazy cars up here.
6 a.m. I'm jet lagged and I made a huge mistake. I Googled a symptom. We're all guilty of it. We're feeling that symptom. We see a rash, so we Google it. I have a rare disease not seen since 1846. I don't have time to go wait in line and do all those processes. It's a pain in the ass. But guess what? Thanks to ZocDoc, today's sponsor, there's a better way. You can do anywhere. Booking a doctor with ZocDoc.com is so easy, even a YouTuber can do it. All you need is a computer or your phone. In fact, let's grab it from this German police evidence bag. The old way of doing it was pick up the phone and wait on hold for like 45 minutes to book your appointment. That. ZocDoc is a free website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors. You can filter by doctors nearby, appointment times that work for your schedule, and check tons of verified patient reviews. And appointments usually happen within 24 to 72 hours, sometimes even the same day. Plus, ZocDoc has over 100,000 providers across nearly every specialty. Go to ZocDoc.com/DD, it's linked in the description, and find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Speaking of doctors, your babysitter went to jail for playing doctor with you. Why are you playing doctor with yourself?
Ooh, a little Porsche action here in the corner.
Hey, that's cool. Whose helmet is this? This looks like a real
That was
helmet.
Schumacher.
They had just one prototype helmet before the season. So both brothers tested the same helmet on the same weekend. Left is Ralf and the right is Michael Schumacher.
This is cool.
That's the first German WRB. It's on loan from Sidney Hoffman, so it's not our car. Yeah.
Would you ever want one of these? Like, is this a dream of yours to have one?
Not a dream, no. But, you know, being a car guy, I think they're cool.
I'm aligned with you on that. I agree in the same way.
Some
They're
of
cool,
them,
but
like, they're really cool, and it would be something that I would love to have if I just had one to add to the collection. I think there's something to be said about Nakai's heritage and why he built these, because it is built from a daily driven perspective.
Yeah.
Rough world. So it's all about not being clean and tidy and just making it super sick and clean enough, but at the same time, like driving the hell out of it.
you can see it in the front lip. Like it's
Well, that's
meant
why-
to be driven and
that's
be
why
rough.
he built them like that so they could be easily replaced and ripped on. Because he wanted the cars to be driven, but he also wanted to have personality and style.
This is all official and fancy. Look at
I feel like I'm back at the airport, to be honest.
that. Yeah.
Wait, dude, see what's up here. That thing looks nuts. Dude, this is when you start to realize, like, how poor we really are. Oh my goodness.
Holy crap.
This is a real rally car. It's from the 1930s.
He's rallying that with a co-driver.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible. Rally Monte Carlo. You have to like light the headlights to get it going.
There's a candle in there. I know Bentleys, so
Dude.
naturally. Cars back then were just.
Hey, this is a suicide door.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at the door handle.
You touch it, I'm not touching anything here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That is really crazy. Like,
Wow.
look at the steering wheel. Like turning a
Dude,
boat.
smell it in there. It smells like wood and leather.
Oh yeah.
What's something like this worth? Do you know? Any idea?
There is no real market figure for it.
This is auction value.
It's
Yeah. 50,000 or 5 million? I have no idea.
Think about all the cars that we see all over the world. When was the last time we saw anything like
I've never seen one before.
I've never seen one like
a
that.
Monterey car would just see something like that. That's it.
Pebble Beach?
So it's a lot. So it's millions then.
We saw something like this not that long ago.
Yeah, that's right.
But then
037.
Look at all this.
And then, yeah, so you have Group B, you have Group A, so you have WRC cars.
oh my gosh. Is that Ken's car?
This one over there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
What
Ken
the-
Block's car.
What? The actual one?
The actual one.
It's Ken Block's electric Ahana car.
Oh, there's title on the thumbnail.
This is the Pikes Peak champion winning
Yes,
car?
yes.
So that holds the record for electric cars on Pikes Peak. And that's what Ken designed with Audi, this car, right?
Correct.
They built this modern version off of this.
Really?
That is insane that you have these two examples. How did you get this here?
Thanks to Audi.
Wow.
So this is a loan from Audi.
Fun story. I have the original turbofan discs off this car.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm good friends with Brian and a bunch of the boys from Hoonigan, and they know how much Ken means to me, and Ken's who inspired me to start my channel. But yeah, I have 2 of the 4 discs.
Mega.
Look at this thing. Wow, I've never seen this in person before. This is really insane. And how did Ken like driving this car?
He thought it was crazy. Spent a lot of time trying to develop it with Audi. They had obviously their hands full. A lot of challenges with trying to get it to perform the way that like a gas-powered rally car would work and all that sort of stuff. So,
Oh, wow. Oh, crazy.
dude, you're like laying down in this thing.
It's always insane to watch how close the steering wheel was out for Ken when he enjoyed these cars.
Yeah.
It was like in his chest.
He's sitting and his feet are actually up,
Yeah.
elevated, like by a lot.
Damon, you know the number. What did it cost to build this car?
$12 million.
$12 million.
You could not take your foot off the throttle and then cross over to touch the brake. Steering control.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't. There's a seat he sat in.
There's a ton of crazy like buttons and stuff like that. The little screen. Normally you see carbon Kevlar,
Yep.
right? Because you see the black intertwined with the
Yeah.
Kevlar. But this
that's-
looks like it's just Kevlar. Because if you look, it's actually a cage with a carbon monocoque around the cage all the way. Like it's like they built the cage first.
What's it like seeing this car in person after seeing it in the videos and following Ken's journey?
It's way different than I thought it was. I never really stood here and really took it all in. Like the whole roof is a NACA duct.
Yeah.
Right? You got the little ones.
Like on the old one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, look at that.
The whole roof is an actual shape of an aqueduct.
They actually took every design cue they pretty much could from this and put it into this in a modern way.
I didn't know that this came from this, and forgive my ignorance. This is pretty cool to see them together. I'd love to know the story behind this. So Audi still owns this car?
Yes.
Look at the back end of this car. They had that really cool, it's like all programmed the way that they can do the lighting and stuff. It does like different variations.
Look at the back of this thing with the active arrow. Oh, it shocked me.
Dude.
I got shocked.
Yeah, we had no idea that this was here. That thing is nuts. He wanted to go and drive the Porsche that they had built with BBI, and unfortunately never got a chance to really run it. And then Leah, his daughter, did like a tribute run up in that car.
So this is electric.
That's all electric. Yeah.
All electric. Dude, if you go and watch the onboard of this thing going up Pikes Peak, it is mental. It is.
Would you ever want to run Pikes Peak in a car? Just a bucket list?
It'd be a bucket list thing to do for sure.
So this is Florian. Did you
Damon. Hi, Damon.
Hey, Dave.
This part of Dave.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us. I hear you also got one of my all-time favorite cars that I would never fit in, which is the only reason why I wouldn't buy one.
That's it.
That's the only reason.
We have 2 cars. We have the coupe prototype and we have the
Prototype.
prototype. Yeah, and the roadster prototype.
And you gonna let him do donuts in it today?
Jason would like this.
Or
Audi is obsessed with Aston Martin.
Obsessed. It's actually unhealthy.
That's our charity car. We had a charity thing going on last year.
Yes.
With RTL, German television.
Yeah.
And so if you donated a minimum of 30 euros, you could put your name on the car.
Oh, I see it now, yeah.
Names
So
are
we
on.
have like 8,000 names on the car.
Wow. Is this the GT3 car?
It's a GT3 car, yes.
Man, the GT3 kit is way crazier in person.
Is this the same base as Jason's?
Yeah.
Really? That would be a cool project to get that kid put on a street car.
Well, it's kind of like my GT1 car in the sense that, like, look at they replaced
Yeah, that full headlight.
It's like nothing really is left from the factory body on this.
Race at the 24 Hours of Nürburgring last year.
Oh, really?
Finished second in class.
Wow, that's impressive. You obviously had a good driver.
Huh.
That's cool.
I like the swan doors on the race car as well.
Feel how light that is. You feel that, Patrick?
That's how light it is.
Look how wide that is. The louvers and stuff.
So this is the Pre-Warhol. The oldest car in the collection is from 1895, which is the Benz Victoria. And the museum is the third owner of the car. So it was in the family of Mr. Benz, not Mercedes-Benz.
Oh.
So Benz was one family and Mercedes was Daimler.
Dan was his daughter's name was Mercedes, wasn't it?
Correct, yeah.
Got it.
Gave that to the Henry Ford Museum.
Is it pretty fast?
1920s.
1920s.
Yeah, and they kept it until 2010, and then we bought it from them.
Never restored completely original.
Does it run?
We don't run it because we need to do so many things.
I would imagine. Is it steam driven?
No, it's petrol.
Dude, it has candles for headlights. I'm not joking.
Yeah, it's like a coach. It's not like a car, more or less.
Correct.
The steering wheel.
And next to it, we have a Luna Electric. So this is from 1906. So that's a complete electric car. And Ferdinand Porsche invented the electric wheel hubs for that car.
That's a fully electric car from 1906.
But it was converted to one of the first hybrid cars in the world as well.
So if you look at Temerario, you can thank this for the inspiration for that. Watch your head, by the way. There's a fire ladder above you.
Look at the wheels.
Yeah, so the electrical engine sits inside the wheels.
hub.
Yeah.
They figured that out 100 years ago.
Over 100 years ago.
1906.
1906 it was made.
120 years ago.
Do the math on how much politics and how much stuff's actually hidden from the average human in society. You're driving what people want you to drive.
The government tell you what to drive.
What makes them miss?
Holy.
This all's cool. What's the deal with the car on this rack?
Was that a repo?
So we just put it up there because it's fun, and you have the Eagle's Nest, which was like Mercedes-Benz workshop in Los Angeles.
This is a Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost. I don't think it has massage seats in this one, but look at the engine. Look at the exhaust manifold.
Like something you would play in an orchestra.
Yeah, like an instrument for sure.
That's a cool story.
Which one?
You know Duesenbergs? Two brothers from Germany. They came to the US, I think, in 1915, 16, something, and they had a dream to build one of the most expensive cars in the world.
Oh, now we're talking.
Sounds like Damon. Wow.
The F12 back in the day.
Maybe. So they cost like $20,000. A normal worker earned per year like $400.
And this is where the slang doozy came from. Something like, oh, it's a doozy, it's expensive, came from this car.
Exactly.
Came from that car. This is also a fire truck.
What?
Because the first owner,
I was going to ask why the red light. That explains it now, which is also a siren, right?
Yeah, the first owner was George Whittle Jr., and he was a bit more wealthy than the people around him because he sold all his stock before the Black Friday. So he had 6 Duesenbergs.
6.
And he had a baby elephant private jail on his premises for all his friends who couldn't pay their poker debts. Plus, it was prohibition time, so alcohol was not so much allowed. So he thought, what can I do to drink while I'm driving and to drive faster than I should? So he decided to donate a significant amount of money to the fire department, and he became fire chief, and this became his fire engine. So whenever he was in the mood, there was a fire going on around Lake Tahoe, and
That's old school corruption.
That is crazy. What did they say? If you can't beat them, join them.
the chain smoker. And so here's one of the first cigarette lighters.
Oh, right there, yeah.
And it's kind of the Louboutin shoe of the automotive era of the 30s because of the red underbody. That was not, the underbodies were black at that time, right?
So this is kind of like a special thing.
It is.
And if you don't know, Christian Louboutin make the red bottom shoes that your girlfriend or wife wants, which, by the way, are also very expensive.
Having a car in the 20s was like owning a jet.
It's like being a billionaire. Yeah.
It's like being a billionaire
It
to
is.
have like a car like this. So this is not like 380,000 euros. It's much more than that.
Your neighbors didn't have anything above that, right?
No.
Because jets were not.
The Wright brothers hadn't figured that out yet.
They maybe had.
They were still the wrong brothers.
We have something.
Oh my God. Dude, it just goes on and on and
We'll
on.
turn the light on for you.
Yeah, let's burn the money.
Holy. It's like Art Deco in here.
It's awesome.
And we have an Art Deco car as well over here. This is Bugatti. It's one of 6 cars built.
So there's only 6 of these in the world.
Well, 6 Bugattis, they were all different. This is the only one like this. And out of those 6, only 2 survived. The other one is a 2-door convertible.
That's pretty rare.
And it looks like somebody chopped off the roof in the 50s.
Yeah, it
But
was
it was designed in the 30s like this. V12 front wheel twin.
V12. First of all, look at the size of the wheels.
Yeah, dude, it's sick looking.
24 inch.
These guys were rolling on 24s way before all you rappers. 50 Cent's like, yo, I got 24s on my G-Wagon. Yeah, well, you ain't It's incredible to see something like this, considering you would never see another one because there's only 2 left.
It's like the same front end as an SLS, the length. That's what it feels like. Proportion for sure.
How many louvers do you want in your hood? I want all the louvers. 27 louvers.
Okay, so 54.
Each side.
Keep going on this side.
This is quite interesting. Is it real gold-plated or?
No, it's not gold-plated, but it's the stork, and it was on the mascot of their fighter squadron in the First World War. They actually built their cars to promote their invention, and with this car, they promoted the invention of the front-wheel drive. Unfortunately, they forgot to invent the power steering, so it takes 9 turns of the wheel to turn from left to right.
Parallel park that, hey?
Full-size spare. Put that in the brochure.
That is.
Your tags are expired though. So this originally was a private collection when it was first built.
This is the new part of the museum. They built big steam tanks in here, and they went bankrupt in 2015. So he bought it in 2016 and expanded the museum.
In here's a full theater?
Yeah,
Can we see it?
Oh my gosh. Wait, you guys have no idea, like.
Just wait till you see this room, David.
We
Look at
have-
that room right there.
I know.
Insane. By the way, nice job. Because
Nice
that was a car collection.
You guys.
This is the craziest
You
I've ever
gotta stick
seen.
around because, like, we're easing into it. Like, over there is, I don't know, everything.
How'd they get him up there?
I don't know.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my God.
I gotta meet this guy. This is cool.
Funny story, the Hollywood sign was like falling apart. So a whole bunch of people went to the city, musicians, actors, producers, directors, and they each bought a letter, $10,000 per letter, and had the sign redone.
And the land it's on belongs to the Department of Homeland Security. You can't go up
Because they had to
there.
get permission for Ken and the Hoonigan to do donuts up there, which they got like at the last minute while they were finishing the filming of that Gymkhana.
Look at this. Look at the livery on this thing. Old school livery. Do you imagine if we had a YouTube channel back in the 30s, we'd be driving around these things?
This would be it.
It would be it.
This would be the DD,
Look at the interior.
right? Custom interior by E3 Customs back in the 30s.
Is this livery from back in the day?
Yes.
That's
So
bold
this
back then.
This was on a Vogue cover, so like the fashion magazine,
Yeah.
from the 1925. So the Voisin was on there, and look at the crazy interior.
This is like full Manny Koshebin spec actually too.
That's so cool.
This next room is just kind of on
So
a whole other level.
The next room is something that no one right now at home watching is expecting, because Damon and I've seen a lot of car collections. We've never seen anything like this.
Currently, Matt Armstrong's over here finishing it.
What's the backstory behind this? Like, why do you have this?
This is a loan from Bugatti.
So this is just a rolling chassis.
That's the rolling
from
chassis.
the Veyron that they just
Chiron, that's a Chiron chassis.
couldn't tell what it was when it had no
Fully
body panel.
operational, so you can just like hop in and start the car.
It fully drives.
It fully drives, yeah, like 50 kilometers per hour, but it fully drives.
That's very cool. That's wow. Look at that.
You can see the entire, all the carbon.
Details and
Yeah.
carbon.
Hydraulic rams for the air brake / wing. That makes sense now that you see the engine. Yeah, I guess the two dead giveaways is the steering wheel, the fact that it says Chiron on the seat, and the engine. Jelly bean that does 250 miles an hour. But have you seen this? No. Dude. How crazy is that? It just goes on and on. It's
Like a painting.
I know, it's like you stand here and the cars don't, it doesn't even look like it's a real. Yeah, it's all good. Hey, chill.
Worked them all ways. We're getting ready to draw, man. We need to talk this through.
What, did you get the rolling donut station?
Oh my
It's
God.
actually one of the first food trucks, and it was in front of the GM factory in Ohio. And then the 2 guys who ran it, they had some difficulties, so the car went to a storage. It's in pretty much completely original condition.
Oh, this is closed, unfortunately. This is open.
So I made donuts in here back in the...
One of the first food trucks.
Yes.
I love the patina. So this is all hand painted.
Dude.
50 plus years ago.
Look in the back. Look at the tiny little sink. That's your hand washing station to keep making you need food safety.
How basic and cool is this? I love it. Fresh hot donuts. See them made.
Holy. Just for fun, can you name the cars? A 288 GTO, right? F50, F40,
Enzo.
Then what do you have there below? You recognize
SF90.
it? That's the new, SF90XX. Then you've got the SLS GT3. Do you see what's next to it? There's that SLR trophy, is that what it's called?
722 trophy.
So that's the original 722 that they made the 722 street car off of.
So this is like a race car. They did a series with race cars.
That's what I meant, like they built the 722 tribute street car to tribute that.
Yeah, we have the 722 over there.
Of course you do. It's almost like hard to fathom what's on that wall.
And the one next to it is the second 300 SL built in 1952.
DTM?
CLK DTM.
Oh, hey, we drove one of those.
We did. And we are
We
curated.
drove the Roadster version. Nobody would expect this to be this fast or handle this good. You could throw this into a corner and it would just take it. Here it is, Patrick.
The only reason you're not buying it is you don't fit.
Yeah, the only reason why. I don't know if my hips are.
You want to try?
Yeah, dude, get in there.
I don't know if my
Those
hips.
little doors.
Honestly, bro.
What's even the point?
So imagine if this was a coupe and had a roof on it. Imagine how tiny this door is and how hard it would be to get in because the roof line is exactly the same in like a coupe.
Yeah, look at how wide it is to get in.
So
How do you do it?
I couldn't because back in the day, the person I know who has the coupe offered an opportunity for me at Car Week to try to get in the car. I couldn't get in it. Like not without feeling like an asshole. He's like, oh, step on the seat or whatever. I was like, no, I'm good. I don't know, man. It's this weird angle too. Hold on.
Where's the place?
Take your pants off. Oh, your shoes are okay.
Yeah, I'm taking my shoes off for sure.
Is the e-brake on?
Yeah, it is. Oh my God. I've been in a lot of cars, but like,
That's no problem. That's really smooth. Good for date night.
and this seat doesn't go back any further, does it?
No.
Does the pedal box go forward?
No.
So I would have to drive it like this?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't drive it. What you can see of it. Is it always like that? Kind of film like?
Because it's a prototype.
Oh, because it's a prototype.
Yeah.
They didn't have the clear plastic then.
Exactly.
They were like, you know what? We're gonna have to develop something a little clearer. I wasn't sure because I actually have bad eyes. If you want to know what it's like to drive any car as Damon, that's what all the gauges look like to me.
You don't use gauges.
Street signs, pretty much everything looks kind of like that. Dave's face. But the best part is the shifter, actually.
Oh,
Ever seen how small that shifter is?
Yeah, get out now.
Oh my God. Careful, careful.
Isn't she graceful?
The last convertible was sold for something around
That wasn't bad though. I kind of knew where to push. I was being really careful. Considering I weigh 226 pounds.
What's this thing over here?
That's the Maybach Accelero.
Oh.
It's a one-off ordered by the Fulda Tire Company, and it was intended not only to look good, but also to be fast, because they wanted to promote their tire. And until we opened the museum, nobody knew where it was, because Mr. Loh was only the second owner.
Oh.
So it kind of disappeared after 2005, when Fulda didn't need it anymore. This is the Maybach 57 SC.
A coupe.
Yes, the coupe. 10 or 11 were built. Before I came here, I thought it was only a rendering, so...
Wow. There's so many one-off things here now. What's not one-off, but also special, is the R34 GTR V-Spec. Beautiful car. And then you have your Daytona SP3. The car that needs no introduction right here is the AMG 1. Beautiful. We can't walk by the Jesko and ignore it.
Kind of can in this room. This is incredible. You're probably actually better off coming up here and looking at it. Dude, how do you buy, like he owns all this stuff. Yeah. How do you, Who does he know? So if you guys remember the cars when they were racing at Le Mans, came up over the hill and they would be going so fast, they'd just get a little bit of air under that front splitter. Something was slightly off and the hill was just so aggressive. Cars would catch air and flip.
Three times.
Three times in 99. So one car flipped twice. In the free practice and then in the qualifying, and they took out the number 6 car out of the race then. So this is the last surviving and completely original CLR in the world.
There's your trophy, Damon. Come grab it. Look at this. How exposed are you? And for those of you talking NSX roof scoop,
the guys who drove these cars were absolute animals.
So you come down here for a second, I want to show you something. Look at this. I want one of these. Dude, that's for your daily to get that kit on a street car. Now, I'm going to butcher this because I don't know. It's a 190E. Okay, right. So it's a 190E. Obviously, this is the DTM version of it. I think I'm over the new stuff and I want to get into some old stuff. Has so much more character.
Yes, it has.
The styling, the ruggedness of it, everything's unique. This thing's sick. Oh, dude. Look at this one. This is a 1995 C-Class ITC. These are so cool. I love them.
When I was young, this is what I watched racing. All of these.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All of these cars.
Bernd Schneider's 2000 season championship winning car.
Look at this. The seating position is not what you think it is.
No, you're so far back.
So far back. Look at that. Your head's in alignment with this back window. You're not sitting up here where you would think the driver is. Look how cool the steering wheel is with the logo on it. For a race car, it's actually really clean. Mm-hmm. Like, it has a full carbon dash. Oh, Formula One car. I was looking at this.
That's from the last year of Mercedes in the DTM.
This thing is.
Look, it is wild. Look at this.
It's got what you would
This is
expect,
F1 technology on it.
F1 style downforce.
Basically, it's a F1 car with a body on it.
With a body on it.
Yeah.
Wow, this thing is really crazy. Look at the way they design the mirrors, the way that they cup it this way and they cut this out. This is all for a purpose.
Last championship, 2004, Michael Schumacher. And this is the most successful Ferrari Formula One chassis in the world.
8 races out of 11 races in a season.
And I have the same roof scoop on my NSX.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's the car that was driven. Yes.
Montoya having a look around the outside. Michael will certainly soon cut that route off.
This car's gone very fast.
And these cars sound good.
These cars sound insane.
The Ferrari 330 P3 412P from 1966. That painted shield, a little Ford GT inspiration, it looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is like the style of car that they would race.
The livery it's in right now is the livery of the 24 Hours of Daytona 1967, where Ferrari had a 1-2-3 victory, and this exact car was third.
I love that Ferrari blue that they still use today.
The blue rims were due to the fact that it was owned by Luigi Chinetti, the American importer of Ferrari. So it was not a factory entry, and that's why it had blue wheels, other than the factory cars, which had golden wheels.
And was that something that Enzo wanted them to do so that they could distinguish a factory-driven team?
No, I think it was different because back in the days, it was not the sponsor who defined the color of the car, but it was still the nation colors. David Piper's Ferrari was blue. Écurie Francorchamps from Belgium Ferrari was yellow. Luigi Chinetti's Ferrari were actually white with the blue stripe for the US, hence the blue wheels.
That's an old truck that they used to bring the cars to the races and everything.
The truck they used before, the cars were sitting outside. So once they arrived in Silverstone from Italy, the mechanics had to first kind of get the dirt off the cars. And here, the cars arrived as clean as they put them on the truck in Modena.
Enzo designed that truck. So this was one of the first ever closed trucks for racing cars.
It's also a trip too, because you get to the racetrack and nobody, like none of your competition can look at your car. Because it's hidden.
Yes.
Fully enclosed.
And only 2 were built. This is one of 2.
Man, you guys got anything limited around here? God.
No squadron courses, though.
Oh, you don't know that.
Look at this.
This is a real race car?
That's a real race car.
1,000 kilometers of Nürburgring. It's not
1,000 kilometers at the ring in this car?
Yes.
Dude, that's terrifying. Look at that.
Dude.
No seatbelts?
No seatbelts.
No seatbelts. 1,000 kilometers at the ring in this car? Yes.
No seatbelts.
1,000 kilometers at the ring in this car?
No seatbelts.
Helmet?
Helmet, yes.
Yes.
A leather helmet or a helmet?
No, like a
real
real helmet.
Okay. Oh, that's safe then. You won't get flown out of this thing. You could follow it just doing a corner too hard.
Never restored. Helmet, goggles, no seatbelts.
Dude, this is a painted shield.
Yeah, that goes back to why they still do those shields now.
Well, this one actually has brush marks in it, so it's actually painted, not just a stencil.
Yeah.
You can actually see it in the horsey.
This is a Peugeot 404 used by the Ferrari Servizio Corse, so the technicians who drove to the Formula One races. So this is an official Ferrari service van.
So it's probably one of the few non-built Ferraris that officially has a Ferrari shield on it.
Yes.
Yes. Because you couldn't find another actual Ferrari shield that was put on another car that's not a Ferrari.
Ferrari wouldn't allow you to do that, so he did it himself on this car. Plus, the guys who rode in it signed the dashboard.
Oh my God.
Franco Gozzi, who was the head of PR back then.
Yeah.
And Mauro Fogheri, who was the chief engineer.
That's cool. The irony, it's got red guts
It
too.
looks like the Ghostbusters.
It kind of does. Ferrari, you need to send yourself a cease and desist.
This is the top of an engine, it looks like. Oh, that's not the whole thing, is it?
That's the whole thing.
What? It says V12, but it's
It's a flat.
It looks like a Boxster.
Yeah.
It's a Boxster,
isn't.
but it's a flat V12.
I don't understand. Where's the V?
So the difference between a Boxer and a V is the crankshaft, how the pistons work against each other. So there are two different versions. Either it's a Boxer or it's a V. So you can build a 180-degree V12. You have
I did not know that.
I'll take his word for it at this point. Like, I'm not going to argue with the
No,
guy.
I want to argue.
What's the purpose of this? What was this in?
That's a Formula One engine.
This is a Formula One engine?
Yes.
Which one?
Like in the Lauda car over there.
A lot of car.
Niki Lauda came to Ferrari in 1974 as a young talent. That was his first Formula One Ferrari. And he had 4 podium finishes with this one.
In this car?
Yes. And he signed it.
Wow.
Look at the brake coolers.
Dude.
No, that's an intake right there.
And the one right next to it
was
is
about
very
to say.
special too.
Yeah.
That's Gerhard Berger's car from 1987. And this exact car is the last car that Enzo Ferrari saw winning before he died.
This is the last one.
Back then, the Ferrari Formula One drivers were riding in style because it's got a Schedoni leather seat.
Oh, it does. Wow.
That's actually really cool. For a real cow.
It's crazy. That's what they sat in. There's no big buttons everywhere.
Might be leather, but that is as hard as it gets.
There's no drink button for your little water thing.
No drink bucket.
There's a little Ferrari logo right there. On the helmet stop.
Safety.
That was it. That was your halo.
Man, these guys had some seriously big balls.
Is there a spot for their balls in the seat? Yeah, there is.
Well, but back then they were considered safe, right? That was the best they had. So
At the time, yeah, you're fine.
Look at the sheer size of this tire. Everything about seeing these in person really justifies how insane the people who drove these vehicles are.
Yeah.
You can never know exactly what's going to happen.
It's just 1 meter maybe, but it's enough here to have an accident.
Because these cars, like,
And how fast would you go in this car?
300 kilometers per hour.
yeah, no.
In Monza, even quicker, maybe.
There's the Enzo. Yeah, 40 and a 50.
I don't think I've ever seen that with gold wheels.
That's one of 2 cars built with golden wheels.
The owner, he owned a car wash in Switzerland. He wanted the car to have golden wheels as a memory of the factory race cars of the 60s.
We have all the letters between Ferrari and him
To try to get
to
this done.
convince Ferrari to paint the wheels in gold.
In the end, he sent Ferrari a picture and said, "Don't tell me you can't do it because here's a picture of another car
did
that
it
was
already."
You did it once, so you can do it again."
So the question is, should I put gold wheels on the twin turbo F12? Would that get me a cease and desist?
I guarantee there's a story behind this one.
Yes, there is a story behind this one. So this car is painted in Rossodino, which is actually Ferrari color and not the Lamborghini color. But he was a very good friend of Ferruccio Lamborghini, so he got a tuned engine and this special color.
So Lamborghini used a Ferrari color on this car from the factory.
They didn't like the idea, but the first owner must have been very convincing and a good friend of Ferruccio Lamborghini to get that.
You know, it's funny. It's almost like he has a Ferrari paint coat on the outside. Then he's got almost like a Carrera GT terracotta interior in it. they were explaining that this is the first street registered barrel.
Correct. This is one of the 6 prototypes.
This is really cool. I don't know how you find all this stuff.
Okay, so we made it to our final destination. We can't tell you guys where we are and what we're doing. We can't tell them. There'll be hints along the way, but we can't say. For legal reasons, I can't tell you.
You'll never figure it out.
Yeah. So simple.
Honestly don't know if you guys really comprehend what we're standing here staring at. If you come to Germany, I don't care what part of Germany, hey, come to Europe, you need to come here. When these guys are open, buy a ticket and walk through here. Because I don't think there's anywhere else in the world you're gonna see this level of like preservation of historic, iconic racing cars that were probably, in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion, from the best era of racing.
Oh yeah.
Like before all this like muffled twin turbo bullshit.